ah. Mm-mm-mm. Anyways, guys, before we do anything else, don't forget, all right? Click that like button, give me a subscription because we're trying to make it to 5,000 subscribers, right? And drop a nice comment. If you don't have anything nice to say, just drop me an emoji. That will also work. Okay, but ah, Trumpicious magicious. Oh man. Oh man. Anyways, what's up, guys? Welcome. Welcome back to my channel. Before we proceed, please understand that this, my friends, is not financial advice. You are more than free to do whatever you like with your money. And so am I. And that being said, let's grab a sip of coffee from my Kaspa Maxi mug. Guys, everything, definitely everything, tastes better with Kaspa. Today we're about to today we're about to do the same thing we do every day. First, yeah. Kasongo, yeah. we go- we're gonna look at market performance for the past 24 hours. Right after that, we'll check at prices in details. And once we're done with that, we will check on those of you who are those of you who are scalping the market. We'll check on the positions. And the question is still the same. Are we buying Lambos yet? Oh my god. But before that, guys, yeah, this coffee tastes nice. It has like a vanilla taste to it. But anyways, it's not even 24 hours. Not even 24 hours. I I've been telling you guys for how long now? I don't know. I can see even from last year. Because if you look at the crypto side, I was telling you guys the bull run wasn't gonna last long, right? And I closed my positions, and I know some of my personal friends who I share trading with. They're like, no, man, you about to lose a lot of money. You about to lose this. You leaving money on the table and blah blah blah. And I was like, well, it is what it is, right? Trust me, I have survived many situations just because I trust my instincts, right? I if it doesn't feel right, it doesn't feel right. And I mean, I don't just mean like you have that feeling. No, if you had the feeling that something ain't right, and then you start looking around, because like since last year I was telling you guys, you have to look at that M2 money supply, right? And then you have to look at, there's a lot of things that you were supposed to be looking at, and the list is there, the videos are there. Those of you who don't believe it, they're there. And starting 2026, we saw gold. We saw the gold was running, right? We saw gold go to 5,000 what? 6? Or maybe it was like 5,400 if I don't remember wrong, something like that. And I was here on this channel telling you again, guys, don't fall for it. Don't. Because you can tell when an asset is organically running, and you can also tell when people are chasing green candles. That price action is always there. You cannot miss it. And if you've been in this market for a while, you are going to be able to differentiate between a real price and a bullshit one. Trust me, you will. So me sitting here telling you stay away from those things, and the next thing you know, somebody start, yeah, what about the other precious metal, silver, copper? And I do remember again being on this channel telling you, nope, you do not want to do it, because macroeconomy was not looking solid. Remember, I even told you, like, the signs are so obvious that if you know where to look, you will not be making this kind of mistakes, because it's a chain reaction. Okay, it's a chain reaction. One thing always pushes. It's like dominoes, right? When you have domino effects, one thing always pushes the other. But it all came down to one simple thing. Okay, well, let me set this down. I like my maxi mug on my frame, that's why I keep holding it. But it is what it is. I can't have it. But let's go back to what we are talking about. It always leads to a lot of things, but this time, if you know, it's like if you find the nail to hit on, you are not going to be holding hot potatoes. Since last year, I was telling you, this time around, the whole economy came to two things. You have economy on one side and you have currency on the other side. You guys remember, right? And every time generational wealth is about to change hands, it is always usually be a major shift or a major something that will push the people to that side. You understand? If you check back in the 70s, we had a major problem, and then the US, what happens, they went from the gold standard to something else, right? Those of them who saw it coming, they were buying oil stocks. Okay, those of them who got into oil stocks and all that stuff because the US dollar was going to control everything, you saw the booming. What happened, right? Same thing again in the 90s. Same situation. Nothing even. They usually say history doesn't repeat, but it rhymes. I don't think that is correct. I think history repeats. I think history repeats exactly like it happened the other time. Because in the 90s it happened, and those of them who could see it, they made money out of it, right? Then we started in 2004. The same situation started repeating, and most people, they were kind of laid back about it, and nobody really paid attention. And that situation happened, and it took around 4 years before the actual effect hit the wall. And that's when, if you've been around, that is what is being considered as the 2008 market crash, right? It happened. And now we're sitting on this one right now. Everybody thinking about like, yo, it's 2026. And no. This situation right now is not because Trumpicius is throwing stones. No. This entire situation originated in 2020 or 2019, COVID. That is when it originated. And if you can follow those trends, you are not going to lose money. You are not. But the problem is, everybody wants to chase green candles so bad that they forget to look at what is important and what is not important. I told you, I don't even know how many times have I repeated it here. Economy and currency, they are like our hands. If I want to wash my hands, I cannot just do this. No, I need to do this, right? I need to do that. One hand washes the other. That's how economy and currency, that is the perfect example I can see to give you guys. Okay? When economy is fucked, guess what? Currency gets printed, it stimulates economy. Economy goes up, takes away the excess value of the currency, the excess currency that was printed. Economy takes it because it absorbs it. People buy houses, people buy cars, people go buy stocks, they invest in other countries. Before you know it, the amount of dollar that was printed by currency gets absorbed. And when something has very little in circulation, you guys already know the rule, demand and supply, right? Very little circulation dollar, guess what? The strength goes up, right? The strength goes up. Therefore, economy fixes currency, right? But during 2020, like we've discussed here so many times, and it seems like I get questions about it every time. And it's just, I'm not going to say frustrating because I am here to help, right? I will not never get tired of repeating it as many times as it takes, as long as you understand it. When you understand it, we move to next thing else. Like I talked about it yesterday, and I still got the same question. Okay, when you start to understand how currencies work, okay, you will also start to understand how economy works. You'll start understanding what happened in 2020 with the COVID taught a lot of countries many lessons. Many lessons. Therefore, you can even see somebody like Japan who has been very passive with everybody. They are now turning aggressive, right? They are raising interest rates on their Japanese yen. They are raising this and that. They are no longer absorbing the world's debt. Okay? For those of you who don't understand, after World War II, the world was divided into sections. Okay? Into sections. US was in charge of protecting the world. That is why US has military bases all over the world. The US was in charge of protection, right? China was in charge of manufacturing. That's why you saw the US industry capabilities dropped way low after World War II. China industries went up, right? Japan was in charge of economy, of currency. If you needed a loan for some whatever, you go to China, you go to Japan. Therefore, their interest rate was low. You go to everybody had their job and things worked perfectly until people started getting greedy. You understand? People started getting greedy. And why did they get greedy? People saw the US military skyrocket. US is the most advanced military on earth today. Okay? If they unleash the power that those guys are hiding in the basement, I don't think World War III will be worse if they unleash it. So people started getting greedy to the point of that now with the US being the protector of the world, US currency, even though they were a bunch of idiots doing things that they are not supposed to be doing, the dollar was still strong. Everything was okay until Xi Jinping decided, you know what? I want the Chinese RMB to be the currency of the world. Right? They started working on it. And he called his good friend Putinicius. Oh, we got to do this. You know what? Let's start with the BRICS. Let's start that. And everybody was okay with it. It's like, you know what? We cannot make the entire world trade on the dollar, right? People, it's okay. You can try. Like I said here many times, we've seen it so many times. It happened. Like I said, when I was growing up, I remember Spain using pesetas. And those of you who was around then, you will remember until the European Union was born. Okay? French, they changed their money. Spain changed. Portugal, all of them, they all changed and started using the euros because they all came together and they decided, you know what, we're going to take on the US dollar. Right? We're going to take on the US dollar. And what happened after that? Most of their economies collapsed because they couldn't keep up. They collapsed. Most people just underestimate the US economy. That usually be the first thing. Because people look at the dollar, oh, they're going to print, oh, they're going to do this, but nobody tells you, lift up that hood and look at that engine. Because if you do, I'm telling you, the car might look ugly, but the engine that runs that car, it might be something else, right? So when it started happening, Putinicius going to this, I don't know for what reason, he decided to grab stones to throw at Zelensky's shoes. Right? You already know how that one started. But what we are focusing on is the currency. Because as soon as Putinicius started that, the US brought up their sanctions. Sanctions don't work because, hey, I'm going to come to your house and grab your car. No. Or I'm going to come to your airport and grab your plane. No. Sanctions works very simple. Central banks, right? All the US does, hey, Putinicius owns let's say, for example, $200 trillion or $1 billion in your bank, that money doesn't move no matter what. Because guess what? It's not in Russian rubles, it's in US dollars, and US controls it, right? It's their asset. You understand? So when people started seeing that, they started bringing the narratives. The narrative was, oh, the US is using the dollar as a weapon. That's what they started doing. What people are not telling you is that US job is to protect the world. That is the job. And easiest way we can protect something without avoiding bloodshed and people dying and stuff, right there, money. Just cut the money off. Maybe that will stop them from doing what they're doing, right? Putting issues. If he wanted to stop after he got that, he would have stopped, right? But instead, they started having the meetings. Oh, the US dollar is going to do this and this and that. That's the narrative that was going on the big screen. And I kept telling you guys, dude, listen, generational wealth it is what is happening. It is not about the dollar. It's not about the Putinicius currency. It's not about the Japanese yen. It's not about the Xi Jinping's RMB. No, wealth is changing hands. The question is, are your hands open or are you doing this? That is the question. And then you're supposed to start looking, okay? Because if you try to chase stocks, you'll lose. Stocks are going to crash. When a change happens, things normally crash to the bottom. It is not me saying it. The most recent ones, like for example, in the 70s, what happened to stock markets? You remember? Housing, what happened? What happened to the world's economies? Go again. In the 90s, what happened? Same thing, right? Going 2004 to 2008. What happened? This one we're in, that like I said, it started during COVID. What is happening? It is simple. If you can see it, you will make money. Now, you also have to be able to detect what is actually moving, what is going on. This time, okay, it's way different 2008, because 2008 was just the stock market and the housing market, right? This time it involved the US dollar, because people are trying to throw shit at the US dollar. But not only that, the US found an avenue by using blockchain, right? Using blockchain to escape that. Like I said yesterday, even the Russians, they know economics. People that have teams that are studying what economy, they know what's about to happen. And that is when you, my friend, and I sit at the back of that movie theater, because if you sit right in front of it, the screen too big, you might be missing something. But when you sit at the back of a movie theater, you see the entire screen. It is very difficult for you to miss what's going on if you're really looking. So, blockchain, that is where things are going. And it's not, like I said, those of you who follow my channel, I told you stay away from meme coins. Don't waste your money on meme coins. Meme coins is right now, if I shorted the market, I would have made money with it. Those of you, I think when it started, you saw me shorting the market, like scalping it. I made money with those things, Pepe and all of them. But I told you, stay away from meme coins if you want to make money. Stay away from the Inus. Stay away from the dog coins and frog coins or whatever you call them. But King Kaspa, Quant, Jasmine, and Cash, I told you that. Was I right? It's not even time yet for me to ask you this question. It's not time. Because right now, with the entire world being throwing stones at each other, okay, with the entire world, blood everywhere, everybody's just focusing on only one thing, right? They're trying to chase the candles. But on this channel, I tell you, focus on those 4 things. Focus on those 4 things. I know a lot of you will say, oh, I don't get paid much, I don't do this. But guys, it doesn't matter how much money you make. You need those 4. I told you, when I started telling you how I operate, I don't know how you do things, but how I operate, I get my check, I cut it into four, right? One quarter goes straight to savings. Second quarter, excuse me. Yeah, sorry about that. Like as I was saying, okay, I cut my check in four. One part into savings, second part investing, third part pay the bills and blah blah blah, and fourth part for my rainy day, like buying my food or whatever. You can do the same. It doesn't matter how low. It doesn't matter how small money you make. You can do the same. Some people tell you, oh, I can't survive this. Yes, you can. It's a matter of adjusting your lifestyle. That's a matter of that. If you're somebody who usually go out to eat, start adjusting to that, because life has stages. Okay? There's a stage for you to hustle, stage for you to try to get your bags ready. That is the stage you are right now. Later on, stage is going to be, hey, I want to go to Hawaii. You get in a plane and you go. Okay, I want to have fun. You get there, you do, because by then, if you play your cards right, you will have your money on autopilot. Not now. Now that you're still hustling, instead of trying to get that money, you are busy trying to go to Hawaii. Make some sense out of it, right? And again, that is the hardest thing. Is the hardest thing of all of it is trying to stop chasing green candles. Yesterday we looked at the market. Everybody and their grandmama, yeah, there is a ceasefire. Yeah, the Bitcoin is now running. Go look at YouTube yesterday. Everybody, Bitcoin is exploding. Bitcoin is doing this. I'm like, I just laughed at it. Because again, watch my video for yesterday. What did I tell you? Right? What did I tell you? I don't like using this ABC, Fibonacci this, and blah blah blah. No, what you need to make your sound decisions is already in front of you. It's already there. Like I said, I've never seen a war that starts Monday and it ends on Sunday. Much more when it is between two countries that are very, very strong military. Okay? I'm not trying to tell you that Iranians is to be compared with the US when it comes to military, because I think Trumpicius knows the world is watching. If he goes bulldozer mode, yeah, everybody else is gonna be like, okay, you are overdoing it. That's what it is. And Iranians, I think they know that you cannot keep poking the bear, because if you do, you're gonna figure out. You're gonna figure out what you just messed up on. Like you see, the people from Iraq, the US learned a lot from it, and I'm telling you guys, it is whatever they're doing there is not actually what we're interested in. You and I, right? We're not interested in that. We're interested in the opportunity they are creating for that generational wealth. I told you, stock market had 5% or 10% for the rollover. If you follow that advice, right now you will be sitting on big money, because S&P 500 is down, really, really down since the time I gave you that. Okay? Like I also told you, stay away from gold. Listen, I'm not going to tell you open a short on gold or open a long on gold, because I'm not your financial advisor. All I do is wink, wink. Okay? I give you those wink, wink moments, which I told you. Gold is going to roll over. What did you do? Right? Not even long ago, Kaspa went up to 3.9 cents, almost 4 cents. When everybody and their grandmama was jumping on the bed celebrating, what did I tell you? That thing is going to go back down to 2.5 or even 2 cents. But once we hit that, it's going to then start running. It's not time to be bullish yet. Pack your bags. You need to pack your bags. And yet nobody's paying attention to that advice. Please stop chasing green candles. Pack as much Kaspa as you can. because that thing, the timer is almost was almost about to start. You need to pack. Like you tell guys, I was saying this was what, February, January? Since January, before we even knew that Trumpicius was gonna throw stones. Before we even knew it, go check my videos out there. I was telling you guys, you cannot be bullish until April and May. You cannot. If you really look at this logic, right now countries are using their reserves, okay? By April, May, they are going to do something drastic. Trust me, if you're looking at macroeconomy, right? Something drastic is going to happen because again, Iranians either they accept what Trumpicius is saying or the entire world is going to start throwing stones. I'm telling you, because right now, Trumpicius, boots on the ground. That's what's going to happen. That's if Iranians is smart, they're going to accept or come onto some kind of deal. Yesterday, everybody, yeah, ceasefire, yeah, everybody. And I was telling you, my video yesterday, I told you, yeah, right? I told you that. And what happened today? When everybody was trying to celebrate that Bitcoin was running, and that is the funniest thing ever, guys. Bitcoin could go to $74,000 and still be bearish. Look at macroeconomy. Look at it. How do you expect Bitcoin to run when stock market is crashing? When the gold is crashing, when silver and everything else is crashing? You have to understand that you do have an IPO coming up. SpaceX or whatever. I don't know if it has happened or not. Back in 2004, okay, that's something that, like I said, you have to pay attention to a macroeconomy, because before the crash in 2008, there were big IPOs similar to SpaceX and the rest of them that are lined up in that pipeline right now, right? And if you understand that, back in the 70s, the same thing happened. So I don't know how many times do I have to go back today to tell you, watch macroeconomy. It is, as long as economy is still crashing, Bitcoin is not going anywhere. It ain't. And you have situations where the MSI is still holding Michael Saylor by his nuts, talking about we got a situation to resolve, right? So, but Kaspa on the other side, one, the programmability that is going to be added to the mother chain, not on Ygre Lab, not on Casplex, on Kaspa itself. That is, it's almost like partially opening VPROX. That's what's going to happen, okay? A lot of people get it confused. When that programmability begins, what do you think will happen? Ygre Lab is already talking about, oh, they're going to introduce stablecoins. Casplex is going to do the same thing. Then the main chain, Kaspa itself, will also have it. And it's a chain reaction. That happens, projects start to migrate. Migration begins, transaction volume starts to climb. Transaction volume climbs, the demand for Kaspa, because Kaspa is going to be used as the gas fees. The demand for Kaspa is going to rise. And by the time that happens, green candles up here, up there, up there. Those green candles that you are busy chasing now and at the end of the day holding hot potato are going to start to appear. And by then, your bag of Kaspa will be full. Your bag of Quant will be full. Jasmine will be full. I mean, like, you will keep piling on those ones, because I think, I still maintaining it. 2026, the only coin that will make you gains, that will run like crazy, is Kaspa. Trust me when I tell you this. It's Kaspa. Because again, everybody and their grandmama, they are not getting those upgrades. They are not getting them. Everybody and their grandmama is telling you, hey, yeah, listen, we're bottom in. Yeah. Oh, yeah, ceasefire, we are not going up. Yeah. Oh, Trump is tweeting about this. Huh? Yeah. Oh, that's it. jumping bridges. I told you, bull run was going to be very short. Bear market is what is going to be long on anything except King Kaspa. Okay? Kaspa is when this upgrade starts to go, you will start understanding, okay, what blockchain should have been in the first place. And like I mentioned, every time there is transfer of generational wealth, there is always a catalyst, something that pushes it. And if you can see it before everybody and their grandmama, you will become a multi-millionaire. Today, this run or this transfer, and I keep getting interrupted. But yeah, you have to be able to figure it out. Today, the generational transfer, it involves blockchain. That's what it involves. It involves things that are going to improve the financial system that we are all in. Everybody's telling you, oh, Crashilandia, or it is going to be the dying one, or the Hackylandia, and whatever. And it's so simple. Put Kaspa side by side with any contender. Start checking the boxes. Start checking the boxes. Speed, Kaspa. Security, Kaspa. Scalability, Kaspa. Interoperability, Kaspa. And there is no any other one that checks all of them. Trilemma, like we call it here, the only one that solves it, King Kaspa. And it's even like, I don't know, we've talked about it here so many times. AI agents, where we are going right now, programming. When Bitcoin came out, we wanted programmable money, right? Somebody, instead of you writing a will, you write a will and then somebody can go and manipulate your will when you pass away, when you cross that bridge to the other side. Instead, I can program my Kaspa, right? It is coming. It is coming to the point of that people's life. You know how you have, how do you say it? How you have social securities and you have all this stuff. People's life are going to be written on blockchain. Time is going to come that I don't need to show my ID. All I have to do is scan my face. It's already happening, right? But you can program Kaspa, be like, okay, whenever my son graduates as an engineer, this amount of Kaspa goes to him without even him having to ask for it, right? You program it, your AI agent, such and such date of the month, pay my rent, monitor. I don't know if you have the kind of refrigerator, but there are smart refrigerators nowadays. You monitor it, AI monitors your refrigerator. I usually have, let's say, 5 pounds of meat. You keep cooking. As soon as the meat goes down to 1 pound of meat left, guess what? AI agent shops for you. Make sure that the meat, the vendor pays for it and the vendor delivers it at home. That is the kind of life that we are heading. You look at your kids' school fees, instead of you worrying about, oh, am I supposed to pay school fees on the 5th or on the 10th? No, AI programs it and gets it, right? Like, so it's the 5th. AI looks for the school, which one is the best school for your kid, programs all that stuff, pays for the school, and all you get is notification. I have paid for this, and that. And again, people don't seem to understand it. That is where the world is going. And before you know it, we are going to have humanoids. Because people right now, they think, oh, AI is going to take our jobs. Not yet. Not yet. If you have a technical job, somebody like me, I'm a process engineer. You guys know that. I'm a process engineer, right? I have to use my hands to work. I don't care about the computer stuff. So AI cannot take my job yet. But time is coming where we are going to have humanoids. You know, when you watch this movie, Star Wars, Star Trek, and you start seeing that stuff, that is where we are going. And when that happens, that I will have me my R2D2 or whatever kind of robot, which you can tell it, hey, grab my Maxi mug and go make me a coffee. That thing comes in, grabs the Maxi mugs and go get it. That is when we are going to start losing jobs. Now, the jobs that are losing right now are the blue collar jobs. If you're a lawyer, AI can be a better lawyer than you, right? See, those kind of things. If you're a computer programmer, AI can program a computer better than you. Those are the kind of jobs that you are losing. So we are not. You have not even seen the beginning of what AI can do. It will bubble first. It will jump bridges first before it starts to really show its true face. But that is not what we are looking at here today. As a millionaire journey, you want to catch that trend. Which again, I will say it again, the world is moving to blockchain. And now you can go and find a bunch of coins. What's the whole point of looking for the app of trying to own apples when I can easily own the whole apple tree? You get it? King Kaspa. If you don't trust Kaspa that much, you add Quant, you add Jasmine. That's the reason why, like you say, your portfolio needs to be diversified. Me, yeah, if you look at my portfolio, 90% of my portfolio is Casper. 90% of it. Because I know where this thing is heading. And we've seen it before. And the history that people say does not repeat, that's some bullshit. History repeats. It just depends on if you are able to see those signs before everybody and their grandmama sees them. Blockchain, that's where we're going. No matter where you look at it, tokenized assets. Tokenized assets, where you think is going to work better? Kaspa is more scalable, is more secure, is faster, right? Banking, Kaspa. I'm telling you, it is just going to catch a lot of people off guard because people are busy looking at something else. All right? But when it happened, the last thing I want to hear from you is like you did not know, because every day, 1 hour, every day I am here telling you what's up. I'm here telling you what's up. People are going to look at $10 Casper and jump bridges because they couldn't get it at 3.2 cents. Same thing right now. Those of them who believed in Bitcoin less than a cent, they're multimillionaires today because they saw it coming. But the truth is coming out. Bitcoin is not what we thought it will. It was. Bitcoin is something else. The peer-to-peer money is no longer there. We were trying to run away from institution controlling us, but guess what Bitcoin has finally become? The institutional money. ETFs here, whatever protocol there, blah, blah, blah. They control the price, shoot it, drop it however they want. The very thing that we were running away from is what Bitcoin has finally become. So you tell me. But anyways, yeah, I can stay here for hours because this subject is very interesting. But anyways, I gotta go because yeah, I need to get some rest. But anyways, let's go right quick. Let's go look at the market. Although you guys, if you've been following my channel, you already know. Yesterday I told you it's gonna be yeah. Right now, let's go see. Let's see if you go look at crypto bubbles. Yep. Yeah. Yep. If you look at it again on the daily, there you go. Yeah. People are jumping bridges left and right. And hey, I try to tell you, right? But anyways, now let's go first with our good friend King Kaspa, KAS, and let's see what's going on in that camp. We do have here for the past hour 0.3% up, 2% down on the day, 1.7% up on the week, 4.2% down on the up on the month, and 47.5% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $872.13 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $22.51 million. It's very easy. Zoom out and look at the chart. See? And you tell me, right? You're bullish. Okay, that's up to you. Anyways, now let's go to the next one, which is going to be QNT, the banker's coin, and the coin a lot of people love to hate. What do we have here? First, for the hour, is laying flat, not moving. 1.3% down on the day, 6.1% up on the week, okay, 15% up on the month, and 21.9% up on the year. sitting at a market cap of $1.07 billion and a 24 hours volume traded at $12.56 million. Like I told you, the price was running, but the volume was not supporting. That was a fake out, right? And what do you see? You can see right now, okay? Dump, dump. And just like I told you yesterday. But anyways, now we go look at cubic, okay? High risk, high reward. We do have here for the past hour 0.7% up, 4% down on the day, 12.6% down on the week, 17.6% up on the month, and 10.4% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $113.71 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $2.36 million. Same difference, right? Look, it's a downtrend. So it's up to you, right? Now we go look at the Japanese Bitcoin, which we call Jasmy, JAS. We have here for the past hour up 0.5%, 2.5% down on the day, 0.8% down on the week, 11.5% down on the month, and 47.6% down on the year, sitting at a market cap of $259.62 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $10.60 million. See, like I told you, things are not looking pretty good in the entire market. See, it's a downtrend, right? A downtrend, just like I told you. Anyways, if you want to check out prices in details, which again, there is no point. Everybody telling you, yeah, the US dollar is dying, this and that is going down. What do you see? Dixie is doing pretty good, right? And everybody and their grandmama jumping the San Francisco Bridge. Yeah. Like I told you, they are lying to you. It is generational wealth time. Well, you will find out. Now, if you go look at the charts, you remember yesterday we were looking at Kaspa, and I told you, it is crazy what I told you yesterday. I said, pay attention to that price. It was way up here, right? And I told you, out of the 4 or 5 indicators you're looking, if 3 are bearish, my friend, go bearish. I told you yesterday, you see, there's a sell signal here. You have MACD being bearish and price going up. That was not adding up. It was gonna fall, right? And what do you have today? Yeah. Right? I told you. Now, if you look at it on the 4 hourly, there will be no more changes. It's the same. Like yesterday, I told you. I said the ribbon was not strong enough. I told you, look, ribbon red. But every time you see ribbon, if ribbon was going to be strong enough, MACD would be bullish. But I told you it was turning from green to white. Therefore, when this curve happening, you look at that MACD, it was showing you bearish movement. You look at that, that's one. You look at your moving average, pointing that was 2. You had another one, a sell signal. And I keep saying it, like, guys, if you're using 5 indicators, 3 have to point in one direction. And the direction that they point, that's the one that you choose, right? But hey, nobody listen, okay? You go again, you look at it on the daily, and what do you have? The same thing. Because I kept telling you, the same thing. You have to understand something. Kaspa is in a falling wedge. Falling wedges, they don't break out until they go past 70 or even 80%. Kaspa is almost there. The falling wedge has been since 20 cents. That's where we've been. So you see it right there. We are almost there. But like I said, this price action will come back down again to test that 2 or 2.5 cents. Then bounce. When it bounced this time, that is when the real fireworks will begin. So, but it's up to you, right? You want to do it, that's up to you. For me, anything under 10 cents is still nothing but noise. If you want to day trade it, if you want to scalp it, that's up to you, right? Above that, we do have 15 cents. Once we cross that, we'll be looking at 18 cents and then all-time high. And before you know it, you will be in price discovery. That's what it is right now. Do not follow these guys trying to lie to you, okay? Now, let's go look at QNT right quick, because I like I said, QNT is exactly like I said. See, Yesterday we talked about it, and I told you guys, be careful. Okay, just like, okay, see the situation right now. Look at the MACD here, and look at this one. You see the similarities? You see that similarities, right? And again, if you want to add to it, is a double top. The opposite of a W. When there is a W, is bullish. If it is an M or double top, it is bearish. See, the support was there. Price just broke under the support. Therefore, you might see this try to do this, and then yeah, that's what you're going to see. I've told you, quant is going to go back down to $60 or $62 thereabout. That's what's happening. Now you see, the same reason you have a sell, we do have a sell signal right there. We do have MACD bearish. You do have price, even though ribbon is green, but it's starting to curve downwards. Okay, I mean, check your RSI, the same. So I don't understand what everybody and their grandmama is looking at when they're telling you, yeah, it's bullish, we are going this and we're doing that. I don't get it. It is not, I mean, it does not compute in my brain. It does not. Therefore, it is, look at the candles. These candles are so hollowed. It's not even funny. Look at the candles. Okay, look at them. Even look at these ones. The candles tell you a lot of information. Therefore, if you want to be bullish, you are going to lose a lot of money. It's not time yet. It's not time. You look at it on the daily and you're going to see the same thing. Look at that. Look at the candles. See, on the daily, we just got a sell signal. See, but a lot of people will be confused because they see the ribbon green, okay, and they see MACD trying to turn green. See, those are two only. You need to make sure that 3 out of 5, it is in that direction that you want to believe in. But again, you look, come on, you see 1 ribbon down, 2 MACD has a sell signal, okay, which is also bearish. 3, look at your candles, okay. If your candles don't convince you, double top, right? You seen it? Therefore, it's bearish. Go look at RSI, will tell you the same thing. If you want to, add some Bollinger Bands to it. That will also tell you the same thing. And if you want to, add the alligator indicator to it. Williams alligator, you will see it. It is that simple, right? Therefore, when I look at it, I just like, guys, it ain't gonna play out, not yet. Okay? Anything under $125 is nothing but noise. Above that, we do have 151, then 164, and then 176. If we are able to clear all that, we will be looking at 230. Above that, you start looking at $400, which was the all-time high, and then price discovery. Again, you cannot be, it's not time for you to be so much bullish. It's not time for it yet. If you want to be bullish, you have to wait. You have to wait and watch macroeconomy. Anyways, guys, down below, I do have the links. BYD5, FEMEX, Margex, and Wix Exchange, okay? Follow those links, sign up. Once you sign up, they are going to give you, and you meet their deposit requirements, they are going to give you free money. And this is what I did. I took my money back to my account and I used the free money. Take $20 out. You get $20 and start practicing. Open trade, close trade, stop losses, trailing stop losses, whatever you want to call them, right? You start doing that, and before you know it, you get good at it. If you are able to turn $20 into 40, 40 into 60, 60 into 100, and so on and so forth, then you're ready. But if you cannot do that, you have 2 options. Keep on practicing or leave it alone. Just focus on buying on spot. Because if you don't, my friend, leverage trading is the easiest way you can use to lose your money if you don't know what you're doing. Also, down below, I do have the links to Acorn. Acorn, like you guys already know, I use that to teach my son how to trade on stock market and on the ETFs. Follow that link, sign up. You don't have to meet a deposit requirement, but they're going to give you $5 worth of stocks. It's not much, but it's a good way to begin your investment journey. Okay. Anyways, now let's go right quick and let me look at my son's Acorn, because that's the only thing that I have going on right now. Okay. And let's see how that one is. And we can have here. Wow. That's my boy. Look at that. 100 is look at that. 1,128. We are doing pretty good. Yesterday it was like 1,060 something. I guess he got paid his dividends or something. Something is going on. I don't know. I will look at it in a moment and to try to see what's happening there. But anyways, come on. Anyways, now let's go look at let's see here. Wow. He's up 3.49%. Yesterday we was down like 0 point something, 0.4, so 3.49%. So yeah, he got paid on his I think it's dividends or something. Now as you can see, it's S&P 500. Okay, we are up $533. IJH, which is medium companies, $84. IJR, small companies, sitting at $26, and IXUS, which is international companies, sitting at $275. On the bonds and ETFs, we have here the US short-term bonds, ISTB, sitting at $53, and the US aggregate bonds, AGG, sitting at $155. I don't know. He's still like really trying to put money on these small companies. I don't understand why, but you know what? Maybe it's something that he's going to teach me. You are never too old to learn from somebody, right? You never know. You might learn a very valuable lesson from a 9-year-old. But well, his portfolio is growing, and that's exactly what I am happy about. It's like they always say, apple never falls far from a tree. He's truly my son. He's doing good. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching my videos. Please don't forget to subscribe. I'm trying to make it to 5,000 subscribers. It's difficult, but hey, people will extract that know the value of these things. Okay, please subscribe. Don't forget to drop me a like, just one thumbs up. Okay, also don't forget to drop a nice comment. If you don't have a nice comment, drop me an emoji. Like I said, I know a lot of you want to drop negative comments, but I'm sorry, this is not a channel for it. Every day I wake up, I strive to try to make somebody's day. Okay, I don't know how, I don't know who, but I'm trying to make sure I leave a smile on your face. And I will not achieve that by giving you negative thoughts or negative comments. No, I try to tell you every day, no matter the situation, it is going to be okay. It's going to be okay. That's what I've tried to say. But anyways, yeah, drop me a nice comment. If not, an emoji will work. And also don't forget to share so that other millionaire-minded attitude like you and yours truly, we all can see these videos and the family can grow. Until I see you in my next one, my friend, please take very good care of yourselves, okay? Bye-bye. Now, I got to finish my nice coffee from my Maxi mug.